Oh yeah, he's already riding that thing. He already riding that thing. Look, he going. Oh man. Hey, he subscribed to the channel. Really appreciate you, bub. We already got it in the bag. You already know we're gonna stop at a gas station. We got to get some gas, and you know, we'll take some pictures of it. But yeah, we're on our way back. Ouch. Yeah, it just needs a bulb. There's part of the fuse. Oh, looks like gasket's been put in there. You can see it in there. Make sure nothing's too loose. Ouch. So it looks like everything is there, just needs some love. I'm assuming that's a decompression lever. I could be wrong. Oh no, that could be for reverse. Don't get at me, that might be for reverse. I don't really know Yamahas like that. Some beefy tires, even though they don't have much air, they feel like they do. Front calipers aren't working. There she is. Not bad. I think we did pretty good. I think we did pretty good. It's got an aftermarket carb. I just felt like that line was just open too much. I had paper towels holding the carburetor because everything was leaking out and I thought it was all done. Everything on the engine was cleaned up. And I was really curious. So I sprayed a couple times into the intake to see if it would fire up. And after like 3 pulls, the 4th pull, it backfired a little bit and there was a small flame here. So I put my hand over it and covered it. And then I pulled it again and it lit all the paper towels on fire. And I had to come over here and stomp it out. My freaking smoke detector went off. So yeah, I should have been recording on that one. But it seems like this thing should fire up. So I said forget the carburetor, put it to the side. And I was trying to spray some starting fluid in there. It just keeps backfiring. And it did backfire that one time. And then it would just puff out little fireballs out of here. So it just makes me think that either the timing is wrong or the valves need to be adjusted. So I started looking into that, found the specs, got it to top dead center, met with the, you know, arrow right up here. And when I got to the intake valve, this one had so much play. Like, I mean, like 3/16 to almost a 1/4 inch worth of play, which is just way too much. So I got it down to the correct spec, which would be right here, 004 or, you know, 0.102 millimeters. So I looked up, got the forum for it, and that should be where it's at. All right, I think we might have came across a lemon here. So I took the cam chain tensioner out just to see the setting on it, to see if it was pushed all the way out, which basically means, you know, it's time for a new cam chain. And putting it back in, it was a little tight, and then it made the cam chain super tight. So I wanted to, where is it? I wanted to try to loosen it, but it was, you know, almost getting stripped out. It wasn't wanting to come out. So I left that alone. But trying to put it back in, it stopped everything from spinning. And then now it doesn't really spin over. I get this where it's like stops, and then it'll go over it. If I really pull it hard enough, this thing will twitch. You know, it'll twitch here on the side, and then it'll just spin freely and not do nothing, and it won't turn this now. So, I mean, I can see what happens when I turn the key. Yeah, see? Something in there is not catching it like it wants to, but I don't know if that's just because the cam chain tensioner, but I don't know. I'll try to put it back in, see if it'll spin everything over again. But the reason why I was really coming back, and I need my flashlight for this one, some of these screws are like terribly stripped out. Like that one up in there, I can't even catch it. The ones down here aren't too bad, but the one I was trying to get to, right there, that nice little silver dot, it looks like someone tried to drill into it and then just said, you know, forget it, I'm not going to get to it. So I was going to take the whole cover off just to take a look inside, but it seems like that's going to be a pretty hard job to do so. So I think that's kind of why this guy was wanting to sell it for cheap. He had it listed for $700, and I traded him the 3-wheeler, as you guys saw. So I'm not sure what the true state of this engine is. You know, we do have spark, we do have compression. It was timed up and the valves were adjusted correctly, so I'm just not sure if whatever happening down here, because you could tell there's been some work done, and look, this thing just spins freely. So it's probably something is definitely off down in here, and we're either going to try to figure it out, or this one might be, you know, a loss.